Well, it's an NBC Action News investigation that's getting a lot of buzz even before it's aired.
A Metro man is in the middle of a bitter battle to raise his son. An NBC Action News investigation reveals that his fight could have a huge impact on other fathers and adoptions. Here's investigative reporter Keith King.
Elizabeth and Mark, I have gotten calls and emails all day from people either glad or angry that we are doing this story. At the center of this battle is a child, unaware that his biological father has been fighting the system to keep his son from being adopted by someone else. The outcome could have an effect on a lot of dads out there, ending their adoption dilemmas.
His dinosaur. He really loves his dinosaur. It's his favorite toy.
Like a proud dad, Craig Lenz shows off his son's room. His bed, smiling pictures, favorite toys, all here if his son is allowed to come home.
We're just keeping everything for him until he comes home.
Since shortly after birth, Craig has not been able to be part of his son's life.
When he has parents that love him and that want him, it's ridiculous that a third party can come and take him away.
Like many contested adoptions, the details are confusing. The legal battle expensive, the feelings bitter. Craig's son was born in December 2004, and Craig was there. He and girlfriend Ebenika lived in different cities. The plan, Craig says, was for him to eventually reunite with Ebenika and the child in Kansas City. But by February, just 2 months after the birth, the young, unwed mother, too afraid to tell her family, made the painful decision to cut her parental rights. She agreed to give her son up for adoption, all against Craig's wishes.
I had second thoughts on my own. He never agreed with it at all, and so from the very beginning, he was always against it.
Craig's name was not on the birth certificate. He wanted proof. A DNA test eventually showed he was the father, but that proof came too late. The adoption wheels were already in motion.
I thought that what I had done was a mistake, and I was sorry, and I never, meant for things to be that way.
Court documents show Craig filed a motion to intervene to stop the adoption, but the Jackson County Family Court ruled that Craig did not comply with the state's requirements, and therefore his consent was not necessary. The court signed off on the adoption. Why? In Missouri, unmarried fathers have to place their name on the child's birth certificate or go to court to establish their paternity. And they have to do it fast. According to a little-known state law, fathers have only 15 days after the baby is born to do it, or they risk losing their child.
I was surprised. I thought that was not enough time.
Leonard Hughes, a state representative from Kansas City, says this 15-day rule affects unmarried dads all across the state.
And what's best for that child is giving the time so everybody can go through thorough tests and thorough processes so everything is accounted for.
Craig Lenz appealed the Jackson County Family Court's decision all the way up to the Missouri Supreme Court. But his case brought an unexpected response. The court ruled unanimously that despite the 15-day rule, putative fathers can still challenge the adoption or termination of their rights in a timely manner. A huge victory for Craig, but a short-lived celebration.
The Supreme Court said that I did everything in a timely manner like I was supposed to do.
I love you.
But last December, despite the Missouri Supreme Court's ruling, the Jackson County Family Court still allowed another family to adopt a child, arguing that Craig did not act fast enough.
If I didn't pay child support, I would go to the state penitentiary. And now I want to take responsibility for this child, and they're telling me that I can't.
Now State Rep Hughes wants to change that law. Instead of 15 days, he wants dads to have up to 60 days to claim their paternity. That won't help Craig Lenz. His battle to gain custody of his son continues in court.
We love him, and we did everything we could to bring him home.
Now, when asked why he is speaking out now, Craig tells me, quote, "This is what's right for my child." The legal battle is far from over. Craig's attorney is appealing this case back up to the Missouri Supreme Court. They are appealing the lower court's decision here in Jackson County to let the adoption go through. Now, we contacted the family court here in Jackson County and the attorney for the adoptive family. Both did not wish to speak with us.